Hi. So today I'm going to continue in my series of intuitive spreads. Today I intuitively chose a 3-card relationship spread, but we're actually going to read it in 3 different levels, so it will in effect become a 9-card spread. So let's go ahead and get started. Let's see, the first, what deck do I want to use here? I think I'll start with this one. So the first position that we're going to pull for is the card that represents you. This is the card to represent you. Spirit, can you please give my audience messages about the card to represent them? Okay, so the card that we get is the Six of Wands. The Six of Wands, which is a card of victory. So in this relationship, you may be the one who, quote, wears the pants. You might be, you typically think of yourself as being very successful. You are forward thinking. You are not one who hesitates, and you don't procrastinate. You're the one who gets things done in the relationship, and you are generally very positive in your approach to everything that you do. So the second card, of course, is the other person. Spirit, could you give us a message with regard to the other person in this relationship, please? So the other person in your relationship is the Nine of Wands. The Nine of Wands, and this is a card, this card is a card of strength. This is a card of sort of holding back, but having the availability of this strength. So I feel like in your relationship, you are the doer, and your partner is the one who kind of is more in the background, but is definitely a sense of, or brings you a sense of strength. They are sorry, my brain is just going blank here. They are a font of strength for you. They hold you up, they support you. They may not be as vocal as you are, they may not be as showy and flashy as you are, but they are definitely a strength for you, as well as being very strong within themselves. They're very self-confident. You are both very confident individuals. You just tend to be more sort of outwardly expressive, whereas your partner is probably more sort of perhaps soft-spoken, but not in a meek sort of way, just in a reserved kind of a way. And so, let's see, the third card is a card that exemplifies or signifies the relationship itself. So, Spirit, could we have, please, a card for this relationship to speak to the relationship? Okay, so we got the Fool. So this is a relationship that just really gives you both the opportunity to set out on whatever your dreams put in front of you. This is a very strong relationship. It's a relationship that supports each of you the way that you need it in order to be able to go after whatever it is that you want in your life. So, beautiful start there. So let's get some cards. The next level that we want to do is, let's see, what do you want from this relationship? So Spirit, what does our listener want from this relationship? What is it that they are seeking to get from this relationship? The Five of Earth. Okay, so what you are wanting from this relationship is you want to feel a connection. You want to feel included. You want to feel like you have a place in this world, and your place is in this relationship. You don't want to be left out in the cold. You don't want to feel like you don't belong anywhere. What you're looking for, what you get from this relationship, is that it gives you a sense of belonging. It gives you just such a strong sense that this is where you belong. This is what makes you whole. This is what completes you. So that's what you get from this relationship, or what you want from this relationship. What does your partner want from this relationship? Spirit, can you please give us messages for what our listener's partner wants from the relationship? What does our listener's partner want from this relationship? Okay. This is so beautiful. Okay, so we got the Three of Earth now. Your partner wants this to work. Your partner wants to work with you. They want to be with you. They want to learn with you. That basically is it in a nutshell. They feel as though by being with you, they expand and grow and gain knowledge and wisdom, and it just gives them a sense of completeness to be with you. So Spirit, let's see. Where is this relationship headed? The King of Swords. So this relationship is headed to a place of knowing everything that you need to know. This is a place of clarity for both of you. It is a place of understanding. This relationship just helps you both to grow, and it is heading to a place where you are going to have a very deep fulfillment, a very deep understanding of life in general because of this relationship. So let's see. Spirit, what brings this relationship together? What brings the individuals in this relationship together? The Four of Discs. Stability. This relationship gives you stability. It brings you back every time that you get unbalanced, every time that the world gets to be a little too much, every time that you feel unsure of yourself. This relationship gives you stability. It gives you a foundation, a place to launch from again once you've come back to your center. Spirit, what pulls this relationship apart, if anything? What can pull this relationship apart? The Six of Wands, success. So the feeling I get from this with regard to this particular relationship is that if either of you gets too invested in material success, or the need, the drive to be better than someone else, to be the best, to be seen, to gain recognition, if either of you gets too caught up in that energy, that could pull this relationship apart, because that's not what this relationship is about. This relationship is very, very balanced. It's very give and take. It is something that is really only balanced when both sides are understood and contributing. So if one side is trying to make their own light shine brighter than the other side, and not necessarily against the other side, but just trying to make their own light shine brighter in the world, just wanting to gain recognition and success, getting a little too hooked up with that energy, a little too caught up in that energy, then that can pull this relationship apart. And Spirit, please tell us what needs attention in this relationship. What needs our listeners' attention in this relationship? Okay, so we've got the Princess of Wands, and this is about exploration. So not letting this relationship go stagnant is what needs attention. Not getting too comfortable with the relationship. Always seeing this relationship with new eyes, and always be willing to go to new places together. Being willing to learn new things and see new things, but always, always, always together. So, wow, that was a really great reading. I'm loving this. So, I have this other deck, and I'm not even sure. It's just an odd little deck, and it just is It's an oracle, but it's just photographic. That's all it is. So I'm just going to see if any cards come up from this and see what we get out of that. I don't know if this will be anything, but I'm just a little curious to use this deck. So let's see if we get any messages from this. I suppose we should direct this a little bit. Spirit, could you give us any clarifying messages on this? Any clarifying messages on this? Maybe the Six of Wands here. The Six of Wands. Any clarifying messages for that? All right, let's see here. What... Yeah, the message that I'm getting on the Six of Wands, all of these cards are showing kind of a place of individuality, a place of isolation, and so I think that those all are saying that, again, if you get caught up in this need for success or need for recognition, you're going to end up isolating yourself. So, the final card that we got, which was the only one that came out upside down, is kind of a card of self-care, of being focused and just really paying attention to and perfecting something that takes a lot of work, but it's beautiful in the end. So, a lesson for this relationship. It may take work at times, but the beauty of this relationship is certainly worth that effort in the end. So, is he trying to throw cards on the floor? That's not what I want. I think that the Spirit is telling me that I'm to be done with this reading and not have to reiterate everything over and over again, because it's just going to make a mess. So, I thought this reading was a lot of fun. I hope you did too. And once again, I am really happy that you've joined me today. So, I hope to see you again. Bye-bye.